Do you want to learn how to draw Sophia from the Golden Girls? Well, then you are going to need something to draw on, something to do your doodle with, something to erase any mistakes that you might make, and a marker to outline your doodle when you are done. And don't forget the crayons, the markers, the colored pencils, or the paint, so you can give Miss Sophia here some nice color to her lovely picture. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started on our little cartoon Sophia from the Golden Girls. She is my absolute favorite character on the show. And I think my favorite part is that she was the youngest out of all of the ladies, but she played the oldest one. She was so sassy. So I'm going to start, my paper is going to be vertical, so it's skinnier here and taller here. And I'm going to start with her glasses right about here, because I want her head to take up this chunk of the paper and her body to take up this chunk. So I want to start by making some rounded square shapes. So I don't want my corners to be pointy. I want my corners to be rounded. I'm just going to kind of work around my paper, make nice straight sides, but nice rounded corners. And I'm going to stop close to the top chunk for where I'm going to make the nose bridge for her glasses. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I want to try to keep them pretty even to each other. Curve around, straight sides, curved corners. And they look pretty even so far. And same thing. So I've got these rounded square shapes right now. And that's going to be the outside of the frame. So I'm going to do my curved lines here to connect my frame together. And then I'm going to recreate that rounded square shape on the inside. So that way we have the frame of her glasses that we can add color to. So just straight sides and curved corners. Love. All right, I'm going to do this other one. This show is definitely a classic. I remember watching it with my mom when I was younger. They were a trip. Golden Girl goals. That's all I've got. All right, so now we have our glasses for our Sophia. So inside those glasses, we can go ahead and add in her eyes. So I'm going to do my oval with a smaller or a bigger circle on top of a smaller circle for some shine inside of her eyes. I'll do the same thing on the other side, try to make it identical, try to make them both the same. And then she's going to need eyelashes, but I'm going to use a skinnier marker to do her eyelashes because I don't want it to be so big and thick. There's a couple lines in here I want to make a little skinnier. So now that I have her glasses, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create her face shape. So I'm going to curve down. And this is just kind of going to be just a nice curved line for her chin and the lower part of her face. So pretty simple. And then I want to leave a little space here because I want to add the end of her glasses. So I'm going to draw a small diagonal shaped rectangle, but I also want a little gap for where her ears are going to go. And I want to kind of keep this one even on this side. So that would be the end of her glasses because we're going to draw in her little lanyard that holds her glasses on. So we're going to go right underneath that. You can add the C and the backward C for her ears. And then we can go ahead and add her little smirk, her little smile. She was that sweet little old grandma that you loved so much. Okay, now we're going to go in and add her body, and then we'll go back and finish up her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and make a rounded V shape. So try not to make it too pointy at the end. If you do, it's okay. And then we're going to make kind of like a blouse, just something with kind of like some lace. So we're going to just do a couple curved lines. And then we are going to go down. And I'm not going to go down a lot. I just want to go maybe about a ½ inch. And then I'm going to stop because I can always go back and make that line longer if I need to, but I can't make it shorter once I draw it, especially if you're drawing a marker. If you're drawing in pencil, you can always erase. So now I'm going to come back up to that corner and I'm going to curve down and curve down on this side. And I want to stop even with that line right here because that's going to be about where I can make her elbow. And then I'm going to curve around and in. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to curve around and in. So now we've got where her arm is kind of folded. So I'm going to come kind of parallel to that line and I'm going to make a nice straight or curved line there, but make it so it's kind of parallel with that one. And then I'm going to add another little curve because that's where her arm is bending. So I want kind of some wrinkles in her clothes. And then I'm going to do a nice curved line for where the sleeve would be for her outfit. So there's her sleeve, like the end of her sleeve. And then I want to add this foofy kind of lace look to the end of it. So go ahead and add just a thin little, I think I have about 4 bumps to make that lace look at the end of her little sleeve. And then I want to make her hands kind of touching. So I'm going to do a skinny line there. And I'm going to curve around into it there, and I'm going to curve into there. And then I'm going to curve from the bottom in and from that part into her hand. So that way her hands are really close together. She's holding on to something, and it is fitting together quite well. So now I'm going to finish this line here because they weren't quite touching. That way they can be touching. And we've got her little outfit so far. Look at her. She's so cute. All right, now I want to draw what she's holding. So I'm actually going to use my skinnier marker here. And this is a part where if you don't have a skinnier marker, like I have a fine point Sharpie, maybe you can use a pen or just keep going with your marker. It's okay if your lines are thick. I just kind of want mine a little thinner. So I'm going to go through and add tall, skinny U-shapes coming down from the ends of each hand. And that's going to be the strap to her purse. So I think I'm going to go back in now with a thick marker. I think actually, since I have this, let's go ahead and add in her 2 eyelashes. Give her a little more of a girly look there. And I want to give her earrings. So I want to add 2 circles at the base of her ears, just so she's got a little earring going on. Okay. I'm going to go back to my marker and I'm going to go ahead and draw in her purse, which is just going to be a rectangle going around. So make sure you round it. And it's going to go around that strap right there. So there we go. Now we've got her rectangle purse. Now I can come back up here and finish off her outfit. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 curved lines there. I want to connect that curve. So we're going to go all the way across, go through her purse, finish off her shirt. We're going to add that lace. So we're going to add just a bunch of little U-shapes kind of connected across the bottom of her shirt. And then we can finish that line down from underneath the lace to finish off her skirt. So curve that line. We've got her in her dress. We're going to add a diagonal. And we are going to connect that diagonal for her legs. And we're going to draw a line right down the middle. So she's got some pretty easy basic feet. Leg area, super easy, done. So we've got her purse done, we've got her face done, we need to add in her hair. So I'm gonna come across up from her glasses on both sides. I'm just gonna kind of do a slight curve up. And then I wanna kind of add some little wispy zigzags, but I also wanna add some bumps because she did have curly hair, but she also kind of had the, kind of like some slight little chips in her hair. So I don't want it to look curly. If I added a bunch of these, it would come out more curly. Now I'm going to go to the top of her head and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. So a little more rounded, make some kind of poking out. I want her to have that typical grandma do that she's going to have going on here. And her hair is a nice white color. So it should be pretty easy to color in. I might add just a little hair there. Give her a little style to her little outfit. And I'm actually going to add just a little bit below her ear, just so it's got a little more length to it. So now I'm going to go back to my skinnier marker because I want to add in some lines on her purse. So I want to just give her purse a little bit of design here. So I'm just going to add in a couple lines That way I can just make it a slightly different color. And then she had a lanyard thing that kind of held her glasses onto her. So I'm going to go ahead and do just a curved line that's going to round out to her neck. I'm going to do the same thing over here, just a curved line that's going to round out to her neck. And I just want it to be a very thin line. They were like a beaded look to it, so if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But now I've got my little cartoon Sophia. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to color her. So go ahead and grab your supplies, and let's get coloring our little cartoon Sophia from the Golden Girls. Oh my goodness, look at how cute our little Sophia turned out from the Golden Girls. I love her so much. I think that she is super duper cute, and I had so much fun drawing her. I hope that you had a lot of fun doodling her with me. If you did, please like and subscribe, share the video, and don't forget to check out my Patreon link below, where I will be adding some special drawings and videos that you do not have access to on Facebook. So go ahead and check out that link. Remember to like, thumbs up, and subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you again. Have a great day.